Our interview guest this evening was only in Miami for a short time, but Joe Averill caught up with him, filming on location at Vizcaya.
As so often with people on our show, I'm not going to bother to introduce Jimmy Stewart or James Stewart. I don't know which do you prefer?
Well, it's come to be Jimmy.
Yeah. Is that your real name?
Yep.
Stewart?
Yeah.
Born, raised where?
Born, raised Indiana, Pennsylvania.
All right.
Which is a little difficult to understand. I've had big arguments about it because people say, well, we don't understand, but make up your mind. Are you from Indianapolis or someplace in Indiana? I said, no, I'm in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And for your information, Indiana, Pennsylvania was a growing populace? No, was a growing concern,
yeah,
doing business before the state of Indiana was born.
Which was 1816, since
Yeah.
I'm from Indiana. I
Yeah.
can date that for you, so that's pretty good. Well, now, were you the classic small-town American product?
And still is,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact. My father ran a hardware store, and it's the county seat. There's an Indiana County in Pennsylvania. It's right in the center of the soft coal mining area of Pennsylvania.
Do you think your father wanted you to be in the hardware business instead of becoming an actor?
I think secretly he did.
Yeah.
He was very wise and very understanding, and bless his heart, I don't think he approved of the acting thing, ever.
Really?
As a matter of fact, I think one of the reasons that he stayed with the hardware store and worked there and kept it operating full tilt until he died at the age of 89, I think one of the main reasons he kept the thing open was that he felt that they were really going to catch up with me sooner or later, and I'd have some place to come back to.
Fall back on.
Because I worked in the hardware store.
The characteristics that you're known for in your trade as an actor, and you have certain characteristics that mimics do and so forth, do you imagine you would have been that way if you'd stayed in Indiana, Pennsylvania, or were they something that you have developed as a matter of your craft and acting? Some of your mannerisms, for example. Or they just come naturally to you?
No, I think that it's been a part of the development of the craft.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the important things connected with movie acting. I know a lot of people come up and say that they like so-and-so and so-and-so, and that I seem natural, that I that said it so many times to Spencer Tracy, for instance, Hank Fonda, that you seem natural. But I think it really isn't that, because movie acting is about the most unnatural thing that you can do. I mean, you're surrounded by cameras and crews and lights from all directions, and you have to make certain marks when you move, and there's nothing natural or relaxing about it. So a part of your learning the craft of motion pictures is to make your work so that the acting doesn't show.
Right. It looks
this is
natural and easy.
This is
That's the trick.
and this is no easy task.
Right. A little bit about your personal life. When you're back home in California, do you get out and go around and go into stores, and do people recognize you and bother you, or?
No, sure. We have maybe 20 busloads of people come past the house every day. Yeah.
Well, I always wondered, I've been on one of those buses, and I look. What are you doing inside? Are you looking out at the buses, waiting to make a break for it? Or?
No, if I'm outside, I wave to them.
Yeah?
You know. As a matter of fact, when the twins were born, we had a nurse for the twins. Her name was Wilson, and she was rather a large woman. but excellent, an excellent nurse. And I, coming home from work one day, and I noticed one of the buses was, except this bus was to one side of the road and leaning. It looked sort of dangerous. So I pulled over to the side of the road, and here was Wilson with the twins in the twin pram, you know, that we had. Yeah. And she was giving a lecture on the twins. This one weighs this one weighs so much. She eats such and such, and she eats such and so on. She'd made a deal with the driver of the bus and gave a lecture every afternoon.
That's funny. What'd you do?
Well, I said, well, if you like this sort of thing, I'm sure.
Do strangers ever come up and knock on the door, and,
oh, sure.
And you answer the door, and what do? They want your autograph?
Sometimes they want an autograph, sometimes they want a picture.
How do you feel about that? Does it bug you that they're invading your privacy of your home?
I don't think so. You shouldn't be in the movie business if you consider the invasion of privacy a crime.
A lot of people do in the business.
And I think it's wrong.
Yeah. I don't know why they do. That's what gives them what they have. And I always thought it was very flattering to be recognized by people. Of course, I guess you've moved through that.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. What's ahead? I know you're doing Airport 77 here in Miami. Do you always look for roles, or are you kind of trying to get out of acting on a regular basis? Or?
No, I don't know what's going to happen. Age has a lot to do with the kind of roles you get. The roles are sort of few and far between now, but I think mostly because of age.
May I ask how old you are now?
68.
68. Okay.
And I feel every year of it.
You do?
No, I don't approve of people saying 68, but I really just feel like a kid.
You don't feel like a kid?
No, I don't feel like a kid.
Well, you look very fit, I must say. You play tennis?
No, I'm rather lazy.
Really?
As a matter of fact. I try to make myself swim so much a day because I think that this keeps your belly down, and it's good for you. I try to walk. I play golf, but I have sort of in and out fights with the game of golf. So I'm on one of those now. I have.
Well, just one last question. You've had a variety of roles. Do you have one favorite picture?
Yes, I have a favorite picture, a Frank Capra picture. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I agree.
It's sort of, for a lot of reasons, it's a completely original idea. It's not from a book. It's not from a biography. It's not for the stage. It's
truly in film art form.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Well, I hear your helicopter waiting for you. I know you have to go. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you. Enjoy.
We'll be right back.